The wind's blowing, guys. I'm sorry, and I'm not wearing my wireless mic, but seeing how I'm off today, just gonna show you what I'm doing. I had this big pile of leaves that I took my blower Sunday, and I blew all the leaves in the yard up in this pile. Now, what I'm doing with these leaves is I have these tame blackberries, and I can't remember what the other one is called. Anyway, wife bought these like last spring or something from somebody online, and we put some of these out. But this, you see here, now this berry has, and the vine runs all up under the leaf. See this vine? And what it did was it attached itself to the ground on that end, because the vine originated from there. And it ran over and it attached itself. So in other words, it rooted there, and it rooted along this vine other spots. But this is the original spot here, as you can tell from the bigger vine sticking up. That's where it's originally planted. Now look, you can see where it snakes around, snakes around, snakes around. That's because this vine has touched the ground and it's rooted itself. Look at there. Can you see it? Or I'm pulling on it. Yeah. All right. Now what I've done with the rest of these leaves down here is I raked them up and I put them in my little wagon. I'm piling them around these other berries that we have, these other vines. I trimmed them up. I got all the dead off of them. I'm piling these leaves around them for two reasons. Summertime holds moisture, and we get very little rain. So it's going to help hold moisture, and it's also going to help the grass, keep the grass out of them. That way I'm not having to deal with trying to get the grass and stuff out of them. But these also touch the ground. The offshoots of the main vine touch the ground. And here's one of them. You see where it's connected now? Here, where I'm moving it. And it started growing out some more. Well, I'll just take these offshoots. Here's another one. You can see here. I clipped them from the main vine, but there it is. You can see me wiggling it where it touched the ground. And there's another one here somewhere, but I'm fixing to take those. I'm going to dig them up, and I'm going to move them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these guys down here, and I'm going to plant them next to my fence line. I'm going to start back here, and next to my post, not touching my post, just out from my post, I'm going to put, you know, a vine, you know what I'm saying. I'm thinking, as they start growing, maybe I can tie them up, you know, start them up, tie them up to the fence, let them grow along the fence. I don't know. We'll see. Worst thing that can happen is it didn't work. Or I can tie them up the post and then run it along this barbed wire. That would make a good wire to hold them up, I think. So that's my plan for today. That's what I'm doing. All right. So let's get to it. So I took my shovel and I dug some holes, right, down through here. I have 3 holes. I think I have 3 of those vines over there that we're going to shove in here. So this little guy here, we're going to take our shovel. We're going to put kind of at the end of him a little bit. I don't want to break the roots and go down. And we're going to take some of him with us. Actually, might be a little too much dirt. I don't want to create no big hole. So let's grab him carefully here. Break some of this off. Get it back in the hole. I just don't want to break the dirt loose from around the roots. But I don't want to leave a hole here either, so we'll do him like this. He's got a pretty good little root system on him. Yeah, it's either that or that grass. I'm not sure, but I think it's the he's getting that old grass. Yeah, here he is. Can you see him? Let's take him over to our first hole. Let's drop him in our hole. So you kind of see what I'm doing. I got the hole dug. I'm going to set him down in here. I may not have my hole deep enough. I don't know. Pull some of this dirt out. Let's set him on down in here. Like this. Yeah. I got him in there. So let's cover him up with some of this dirt. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do this with my hand. One-handed. And record it. Not a camera guy anyway, right? Right. So, pack him down. Heck, he's got roots coming all off of him, even up towards the top. So let's see if we can get as much of that soil back on him as we can. Pack him down. Now I'm going to put some leaves around him. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to start training him. Gonna run him up this post. Just like that. Yeah. I believe it'll work out pretty doggone good. We'll start running him up this post. And then he'll grow. And he'll grow out. Yep. So that's what we're going to be doing. I just thought I'd show you that today. I think that's pretty neat. How stuff will attach to the ground, and that's how it spreads in nature, you know. That and the birds eat the berries and poop out the seeds, but these things touch the ground and then they move on. All right, thank y'all so much for watching. If you got anything out of this, if you got berries in those kind of vines at home, blackberries, I don't know, what's those, raspberries, dewberries, any of that kind of stuff, kind of pay attention to it in the wintertime, all the year, where they touch the ground. You actually can spread, you know, your vines out, and you can accumulate more and more and more. That's what I'm doing, and we'll see how it works this summer. That's what I'm anxious to see. I'm going to separate this bad boy too. He's probably the prettiest of them all. This one here, I got all these leaves on. He's the prettiest for some reason. I think he gets more sunlight there versus these. And the summer, these trees have leaves on them, so it doesn't get as much sunlight over here. I think that's what it is. But anyway, hey, Average Joe 76, leave a comment below if you like this video. I greatly appreciate it. And, well, share it with a friend or something, all right? Talk to y'all later.